Hey everybody, welcome back to the couch. My name is Melissa and this is Couch Mom Club. Today I am excited to officially pack my going to the hospital bag. This baby is about to come, like real soon. In fact, I'm a little late packing the bag, but it's better late than never. So let's get right into it. All right, so packing the hospital bag is something that I love to do because it's really fun. You get to put aside the things that you want, you get to buy new things that you need, and you just get to put it all together. I personally love packing for trips. I love packing for the hospital. I don't like packing to move because I do not like to move, but this is an exciting time and I cannot wait to officially do it right now. So I did a live a couple of days ago and you guys might have seen it. If you haven't, I will link it and then you guys can go and take a look. But it was a bit of a fail because it was a live video right buck early in the morning. My kids were up and I was losing my train of thought. It was just crazy. But it did help me to kind of get organized for officially packing my bag. So if you are going to have a baby in 2021 or early 2022, this is the list for you. I'm literally going to be doing a checklist so that you know everything that you need for your birth and delivery, for when you go to the hospital, so that when you are in the hospital, you feel comfortable, you feel prepared, and you have everything that you need. So let's get right into it. So I like to pack my hospital bag according to 3 different categories. The first one is an administrative category. The second one is for mom, and the third one is for baby. Now you could stretch it and do a 4th category for support, and that would be for your spouse or anybody that will be staying with you overnight. For my last pregnancy, my husband packed his bags, he was ready to go, but he could not stay with me because of COVID. So it was better to be prepared than not prepared, but never ever do you skip out on this. Make sure that your support person has their bags packed and ready to go. Now, mama, you can take on this responsibility if you want to, but since you already have so much to do, maybe your spouse or whoever's coming with you can handle it on their own. You could pack a little extra something for your spouse in your stuff, but I think that they can handle it, right? Right?
What'd you pack for me? What's that little something?
I'm talking about like snacks and stuff.
Okay.
But you have everything else, right?
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
You always pick good snacks.
Yes, I do. I'm gonna start with the administrative portion of the packing. For me, it's very important to have a few things with me so that I am organized and I am ready to go. The first of those things is my birth preference list. Now, I did a video on this too so that you can have an understanding of what the birth preference list is, and I'll link it right here. If you want to go ahead and print that, it is absolutely free. You can get that from my website. And then it just gives you an idea of the things that you kind of want to look forward to when you're about to have a baby. Put that in a place where your spouse or your support person has access to it so that when you arrive at the hospital, you can hand that over to your nurse or your care team, and they'll be kind of familiar with what you're expecting out of your birth process. Now, remember that this list is not something that is written in stone, something that, can't be altered or changed. So remember to be flexible. That's why we call it a preference list. This is literally stuff that you prefer to happen, but because it's birth and baby's in control, you kind of just have to go with the flow on the day of. Other administrative things that I wanted to make sure that I had are my identification, everything that I need for my ID. I have to carry with me a little card that lets everybody know that I have O negative blood. So that I have just stapled to the top of all of my stuff, as well as, insurance cards, things like that. I also have my emergency list for my children. It has all of the emergency people's names on it, their pediatricians' names, everything that they might need in a time of emergency. I have that all with me just in case. I also have in there my list of names. Now, my list of names is very short. I have 1 girl name and 1 boy name. I don't know why I would forget them, but in the case that maybe you have multiple names and you want to write those down and look at your baby and decide, what am I going to name this child? Have that in your admin section as well. Make sure that you have those items checked off and then you're ready to go. So another thing that you want to make sure that you have under the administrative task is cash and change. You never ever want to be without cash or change. Change in case there's like a vending machine, cash in case somebody has to run out and grab something and they can't be bothered to fumble with cards and things like that. You know, we're in a time now where cash is kind of becoming obsolete. Nobody really wants to take it, but it is still valuable, and you never know when you're going to be in a situation where you need to pull out a 5 or pull out a 10. So make sure that you have a little bit of cash in your wallet, and make sure some of those bills have been converted to change so that you can stick it in a machine, grab yourself a soda or a bag of chips or whatever in case you run out of the snacks that you will bring, because that's coming next, the snacks. The next category is for moms, and this is broken into 3 different sections. You'll have clothing, toiletries, and extras. So I'm gonna start with the clothing. Under the clothing section, you wanna have comfy clothes. For me, that looks like pajamas and a really comfortable robe. Now, I always make sure that my robe is not floor length, but just knee length, because I don't want anything dragging on the floor, and I don't want any tripping hazards. So I wanna make sure that everything is pulled in and tucked away so that when I'm getting up and out of the bed, I don't have anything on the floor, anything that will trip me, because when you're healing from a C-section or a natural birth, the last thing you wanna do is fall and slip in the hospital. Now, what's important in this section too are comfy socks and comfortable bed slippers. Now, if you want to wear bed slippers that are nice and soft and fluffy, that would be great. However, make sure that the bottom of your slipper is non-slip. You want to have something like a rubber or something that will make sure that you don't fall, or at least lessen the chances of you falling in that hospital. You're already kind of fragile and frail after just having a baby, so you might not have your footing. So make sure that you're wearing something that will help you to stay on your feet and not fall over. Other items that you want to have in your clothing section are your nursing bra, because you're gonna need that. This is my first time using a nursing bra, and I made sure that I have that ready to go because I'm excited to use it. Actually, it was really comfortable when I tried it on, and I can't wait to see it in action. And you guys stay tuned, because I am going to make a video and a review about the nursing bra that I received, so you definitely want to stay connected with me. So go ahead right now and join the club and ring that little bell so that you don't miss when I upload that video, okay? So you're gonna get your nursing bra with all your things, as well as your going home outfit. Now this part's a big deal to me because I want to go home kind of feeling good. Of course, you're going to want to like kind of shower and stuff as soon as you get home. But at least from the hospital to the car, and from the car to the house, you want to look a little cute, maybe. So even if it's comfortable and it's just, you know, casual clothing, you want to make sure that you're intentional about what you're choosing to go home in. Make sure that it's something that you can easily access your milk, because baby might be hungry on the way home. So you might have to pull over and stop and feed. So make sure that whatever you're wearing is nursing friendly and that you feel comfortable and a little bit cute in it too. Next, I'm gonna talk about the toiletries. Now, the toiletries are probably the most important part for me, because these are the items that are gonna help you to feel the most fresh and most comfortable, which for me helps you to just really heal and just be in a good place when you're in the hospital, because nobody likes to be in the hospital. I know I sure don't. So for me, toiletries it's a little bit of a long list, but it's everything that I feel that I need. So I know for sure I packed a little bit of my makeup, because when I leave the hospital, I want to look and feel more like myself. So I'm gonna put a little bit of makeup on. I did not pack my actual sets and my foundation and everything that I use on a day-to-day basis. I got small containers and I put stuff in it so that if for whatever reason I would lose it or it would break, it wouldn't be a big deal. So my actual makeup I'm leaving at home, and I'm bringing small samples with me to the hospital. In this section, you also want to remember your toothbrush and your toothpaste. Do not forget your deodorant. If you want to shower, bring your own body wash. But if you're not gonna shower, still bring the face cleanser and the creams and the lotions that you want, because these things are going to be very important. Even if you're not gonna opt for the shower, you are gonna wanna wash your face and brush your teeth. So make sure that you have everything for that. Also, you're gonna need some makeup remover if you are wearing makeup into the hospital. For me, I don't normally wear makeup during my stay, but I will apply makeup to leave. So I have everything with me. I have my mascara, I have my foundation, all of those things that will make me feel a little bit more comfortable leaving the hospital, a little bit more like myself. Of course, you might find that you don't want to do any of that stuff at all, but if you do want to do it, it is better to be prepared and have this stuff with you than not be prepared and wish that you had. So here in the toiletries category, I have some very important near and dear products to me because without these things, I would literally go mad. The first one is my satin scarf, which I'm going to use to keep my hair neat. I have my edge control for when I'm ready to leave the hospital or if I want to do a cute selfie and maybe I look a little bit dusty, but I want to make sure my edges look good so that I can, get the right angles. And the next thing is my toothpicks because Lord knows I hate it. I can't even, listen, we need to pause for a minute so that you can understand. I do not like things getting stuck in my teeth. So I made sure that I packed a couple of toothpicks just in case that tough, nasty cardboard hospital chicken gets stuck in my teeth. The last thing I'm gonna emphasize on your toiletry list is something to do with lip care. You wanna have your lip balm, lip gloss, Vaseline. I don't know what it is that you use to moisturize your lips, but the hospital can get really dry, baby, and you do not want to be all chapped and all gross. You want to make sure that you have your lip care in place. Now for me, I just like to use regular old Vaseline, so I put some in a container and I put that in my toiletries bag and I'm ready to go. So the first on my extras list are my snacks. I have to have a few snacks. It is paramount that I don't rely only on the hospital crap. I'm grateful that they serve us food. I am so grateful that, we're not just in there starving, but they could do a little better with them recipes. Like the recipes aren't given. So I pack some snacks. Now in this part, I will make sure that I pack enough for me and for my husband, just because he says that I'm better at packing snacks. And I don't want to just pack for me and then he's like, oh, can I have some of those chips? And I'm just like, no, because it would be a hard no. So I'm going to make sure that I pack enough for him as well. Try to get a little bit of healthy things in there too, like some carrot sticks. These kind of things you want to pack on your way out, okay? Don't be putting it in your bag at 35 weeks and then have it sit there because no. So make sure those kind of things, you just account for them on your way out so that you can just grab them and go. The day you go into labor, hopefully you are at home and you can just grab that and go. If not, then it just doesn't happen. Other items in the extras list are, of course, my extension cord. I need to have that. I also need to have a stainless cup or bottle so that I'm not always calling for more water or more ice. I'm going to make sure that it stays cold. I'll put it in the bottle. I bought a bottle. I had a cup, but I thought, maybe the bottle might be a little bit better. I'm gonna also make sure that I have my electronics, whatever portable charger I have, my charger for my cell phone, my charger for my iPad, and I'm kind of on the fence of whether or not I'm going to bring my laptop. I'll see how everything looks in the bag. If it's just too much, I'll leave the laptop at home and just use the tablet. If it's not too much, it's extra, so I'm gonna bring my laptop. So the last thing in the extras list is your journal and your pen. Also, maybe I'm just thinking about this now. You can maybe bring, like, if you like to do Sudoku puzzles or word searches, things like that, that can be in your extra list too. Just whatever you're gonna need to entertain yourself, to keep yourself occupied and not bored out of your mind, because the hospital can be a really, really boring place. So you want to make sure you have everything that you're going to need. I definitely want to pack my journal because I know that I'm going to be writing. I might write some questions that I have for my nurse. I might write some thoughts that I had while looking at my precious baby. You never know. So you want to be prepared. All right, guys, this is the last category for baby. This is where you're going to get everything that you need for your newborn because that's why you're going to the hospital, right? So here in this section, you wanna have things like your going home outfit for the baby. So for me, I like to pack 2 different size options, the newborn size and the 0 to 3 months, because you never know how big or how little your baby is going to be. So you wanna make sure that you are prepared. You don't wanna have something too small and then the baby's all suffocating and stuff. I have all neutral colors because we don't know, but I do have a little hat, a knotted hat for if it's a boy, and I have a little bow if it's a girl, and then I will just do what I need to do. So you wanna have your gloves, little mittens so that they don't scratch their faces, little booties, or you can have socks. I prefer the socks over the booties because I find that the booties kind of slip off a little bit easier. The socks are nice and snug. You wanna make sure that you have a nice swaddle blanket. I have my swaddle blanket packed. I have a heavier blanket and a nice light blanket because it is September and we do live in Canada and we can have any kind of weather at any given time, so I want to make sure that I'm prepared. Other things that you're going to need for baby, you're not going to actually pack, but you're going to have it ready to go, is your car seat, fully clean if it's not new. If it is new, then great. If it's not new, you want to wash all of the linens and everything ahead of time, and you want to install the base ahead of time. When you get to the hospital and it is time to bring baby home, you're gonna be so happy that you did that ahead of time. So just go ahead and do it now. So the last items that I have on the for babies section is the wipes and the diapers. Now this might be a toss-up because your hospital might provide you with wipes and diapers. I forgot to ask when I called, so I'm just gonna pack a couple diapers. You wanna be prepared. Babies go all the time and you wanna be prepared for that. And I think that's everything that you're gonna need for you, for baby, for everybody who will be at the hospital when you bring home, or welcome to the world, your new addition, and then later when you bring home your baby. So one thing that I forgot to mention, underwear for you. You're gonna need underwear. I like the sexy option of getting the cute little diapers. The diapers just reminded me because the baby needs the diapers and the mama needs the diapers, okay? I know. Sometimes you're gonna have a little bit of a period situation after you give birth. Maybe it's easier just to wear the adult diapers instead of lining an underwear with a heavy pad or whatever. Just get over it, okay? We'll be wearing diapers for a couple of days at least, so just get over it. All right, this is my extensive list. I hope that it was helpful for you if you are having a baby in 2001 or early 2022. This is the list for you.
Sorry, when?
What?
2001?
Is that what I said?
Yeah.
This is the list for if you are having a baby in 2021 or early 2022. We don't know what to expect sometimes. When you go into the hospital in the middle of a pandemic, you might need 5 things, you might need 25 things, but this list is going to help you to be prepared to have your baby in comfort and in style, because we got some cute things, okay? So I hope that this video was helpful for you, and if it was, go ahead and give this video a like. Don't forget to leave some comments too. Until next time, here are some really cool Couch Mom Club videos for you to enjoy, and don't forget to join the club. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so that you never miss an upload. Follow me on all your favorite social media accounts, and don't forget to check out the merch. The links will be in the description right below that like button. Now it's time to get off the couch and into life.